to the part 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. It came on last night, and we definitely got some juicy bits, especially in regards to Kiawah. You can sit there and deny it all you want, but what I saw on stage, girl, you clearly are in love with Maurice still. Even Stevie Wonder can see that.
I'm good without you, but I'm fucking with you regardless. So tell me if it's...
What's up, you guys? Guess who is back? We are off the Thanksgiving break now. I had a lot of food, and hold up, pause, let's take a notice. Your girl ain't got her Harriet Tubman braids in no more. I am fried, dyed, and laid to the side, hunty. Look at this flowish, okay? There's definitely a benefit to having a sister who is a hairdresser. Free labor, nigga. So y'all, let's talk about this freaking Love and Marriage Huntsville Part 2 reunion. After I got nice and full off my plate of dessert, I had sweet potato pie, apple pie, pound cake, you name it, I ate it. I'm more of a sweets person. Definitely get that from my dad. But, you know, I hope you guys got filled up too. Ham, turkey, cranberry sauce. Hopefully nobody bought potato salad with raisins in it to y'all's little shindig, because that definitely is a sin before God. But this part 2 reunion, though, definitely has some juicy bits in it. You know, just like the ham I had. We gotta talk about Kiawah. Like, y'all, she is ridiculous. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe she just had a funky ass day, and that day, you know, she had attitude. No, Kiawah, you really are the bitter baby mama. Like, if there was a freaking, you know, dictionary picture book, your face would be right there in that Forever 21 dress that you had on. Like, girl, you cannot be this bad. Like, you can't be. Even Kimmi was like, nobody can be this bad at ownership. So, nonetheless, let's not waste some time getting to this reunion. Oh, but don't forget, smash that subscribe button. And then let me acknowledge, you know, my new viewers. If this is your first time tuning into your girl, let me welcome you to Big What's Up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join the fam as well, okay? And you can go back and watch my part 1 review of the Love and Marriage review reunion that I did. So, you guys, basically, they have everybody backstage talking whoop-de-woo. All the couples are talking about how, you know, they're disappointed with what happened on stage. Kimmi and Maurice basically, you know, chalk it up to Tisha being hurt. That's why she came back with her little thing of, you know, oh, you know, Marsaue, didn't you say Melody tried to sleep with you? You know, she came back with that. Martell and Melody are backstage talking about how much they did for Marsaue and Tisha. They were there for them when they had no car. Back when Marsaue lost his job at the goddamn movie theater, I guess he was popping popcorn, you know, and got fired. You know, she said, look, y'all came to us, y'all ain't had no car. Shoot, we had 3, so we let y'all borrow one and free of charge. Like, she was definitely shading the dog out of them. So basically, we see the first segment, which is Melody and Martell on stage talking about how, you know, they're separated now. Melody's kind of disappointed where things went because both her and Martell grew up in single-parent homes. Understandable. They didn't want that. But unfortunately, because Martell can't keep his junk in his pants, you know, she's separated. I don't know if she's in a different home or, you know, she's staying upstairs, he's downstairs. Nonetheless, though, she did claim that she put the divorce on hold because she is pregnant and just doesn't want that stress. You know, wants to enjoy the pregnancy. So, you know, that may be some of it. But the other part of it, too, is Melody, you just ain't really ready to move on from Martell. You are in love with that man. It just is what it is. You allowed yourself to get pregnant, girl. I would have never ringed up like nobody's business. It would have been 4 of them hoes in there before I get pregnant by a man who done cheated on me with another woman for 3 years. 3 years? Oh, no. So then, speaking of that, you know, Egypt asked Melody, okay, so do you think you could give, you know, Martell another chance? And she's like, well, maybe, depending on if, he shows me his actions, you know, and can do better. And Martell's like, you know, I'm trying, and, you know, I'm even going to counseling and stuff. So Egypt was like, speaking of counseling, y'all, Egypt is a great host. She actually asked the questions that us people want to know. VH1 Bravo, take notice, because Egypt was definitely doing her thing. She talked about the viral moment where Martell called old girl a peasant. So what, you know, what is she? Is she a peasant? Were you a pigeon? Like, cause, you know, if this is, I mean, we gonna go off the, what's that damn book everybody talks about? The Notebook. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. So that's you. I'm sure that's you, Martell, because ain't nowhere, you was messing with peasantry for 3 years. So was she a peasant when she was cooking breakfast for you the next day after she got done on her knees? Was she a peasant when she was picking you up, I'm sure, from Melody's house? You were Melody's house, like, Bruh, you were so wrong for that. Even somebody in the audience was like, she's still a woman. Then he wouldn't go and talk about, oh yeah, she's still a woman, but she knew I was married. You know, even though I did my dirt, I owned up to my stuff. You know, she owned up to being a side chick. You know, women out there. He basically said, any women out there, whatever man call you, you better run with it because it's the truth. Now, I ain't gonna sit there and say, you know, you wrong for that, Martell, because sometimes women, we be thinking too hard and stuff. Men are simple. We need to take them at face value. What they say is what it is. But what caught me was Melody's smirk on her face when he was going in on the girl, talking about she was a side chick and nothing but a peasant. I caught that smirk, Melody. You weren't fooling nobody. She basically let him know, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Well, you may have had him 3 years, but bitch, I had him 9. So y'all, after that, they actually bring on the moms. The moms talk. They're talking about how, you know, they're disappointed how things go. Melody's mama is kind of hurt because she's like, I never wanted her to go through this. I don't want my grandkids to go through it. But if she decides to work on things, I get it. But shoot, Melody mama got cheated on too. And then Martell mama got cheated on. We all know she had to deal with, you know, Martell's, you know, bum behind daddy in the streets pimping and slipping. But Martell, for you to turn out like that after watching your mom go through that, like that's just bad. But I guess that's the only example you had. So at least Martell's mama did kind of defend him. She's like, you know, he's wrong. You know, Melody, it is what it is. You know, I don't have a dog in this fight. So, you know, she's got to do what she got to do. But my son, at the end of the day, he's a good man. He might be a good day 90% of the time. But I'm sorry, Martell mama, the other 10% does not get negated because he can be a good dad, you know, and be, you know, Superman the other day. Like, that does not give him the liberty to go off and, you know, sleep with somebody else. It just doesn't. So then we get to Tisha and Marsaue segment. Y'all, Wanda came out and showed out. Everybody was clapping for Wanda. Tisha, you need to get more like her, okay? Sip whatever juice she's sipping on because she be putting Marsaue in his place. You need to learn how to do that. Tisha, you know, she admits that she can be quiet, and that's why Marsaue made his match with the mama. But what got me was when Egypt asked about the 20 women's, you know, Miss Wanda said she don't believe it was 20 because one time she did what Melody said. What she told Tisha to do, she rolled up to see where Marsaue was at 2 a.m. And that time he just happened to be where he said he was going to be at. Miss Wanda, you just caught him on a good day. I'm telling you, Marsaue done cheated. It's all over his face, man. All over, it's written all over your face. Okay, Marsaue. And I know he was probably like, whoo, like, you know, thank you, Miss Wanda. But she said, you know, he might not have cheated recently, but you know, sometime in the past, she doesn't doubt it because, you know, Marsaue is a good looking man. I'm like, bitch, where? Because he looked like a penguin to me. But he looked like a penguin. So yeah, she's like, I don't doubt it, but as of right now, I'm like, Tisha, I don't think he cheated. So then we get revealed to that Miss Wanda got into a Martell though, over the internet because she was kind of defending Marsaue, the fact that Martell tried to drag him down in his dirt because he decided to get caught. Nigga, don't be out there trying to pull everybody else, you know, uncover their stuff because we know you a hoe. Like, you a hoe, admit it. You a man hoe. So then, after that, we got to get to this big old segment, the juicy segment, which is Maurice and Kimmi, because that's where stuff really started to pop off. So y'all, let's get into the Kimmi on Maurice segment because that's definitely where this reunion took off. I'm a little disappointed that basically Kiawah proved everybody right to who she is. You want to sit there and say that everybody portrayed you to be this monster, made you look bad, but can't nobody make you look like anything with anything that you don't give them. That's the footage you gave them, Kiawah. So what else are we supposed to expect from you? What else, how other opinion are we supposed to, you know, defer from the stuff that you give us, which was you are the bitter baby, ex-mama, ex-wife, whatever. You want to make him and Kimmi's life hell because you still felt like 10 years ago they got together while y'all technically weren't divorced or however the heck it was. You know, literally, if we had the definition of bitter baby, ex-mama, ex-wife, your face would be right there, Kiawah, in this Forever 21 dress that you got on and all. You would be right there. So Egypt asked her to the stage. You know, she saw the, you know, the flashback of the year between them and stuff like that. And she's like, you know, this is kind of basically, you know, proves my point. You know, how can Kimmi feel this way about me, have all this hatred toward me, you know, and love my son? There's no way that she could love my son and feel the way that she does about me. She wants to consider them as package deal. And that's why you are wrong in the way that you're thinking. See, because you can't differentiate the two, separate the two, is the reason why you can't send your son down to see his own goddamn daddy, who is very much present in his life. Unlike these other niggas out here who can't even send their kid a goddamn birthday card. You have one of the most, a man who's trying his hardest to be with his son. And you are resisting to that for what, Kiawah? For what? So then we get into how basically Kimmi feels, which is Kiawah constantly disrespects her, as she does. As much as Kiawah wants to sit there and say that she's never said nothing, girl, it's written all over your face. Okay, you ain't have to say a word. You were talking about that woman. And like Kimmi said, you might be saying stuff to other people and thinking they're not coming back and telling me, but they very much are. And she feels like because she didn't say it to Kimmi's face, she didn't say it at all. And then she wants to play like semantics, like, okay, what did I say about you? You know, what did I say? You called her trash. You called her a trick ass hoe. You called her, you know, telling her that you was gonna see her on site, a whole bunch of stuff. You even said she couldn't be around your son in the Facebook message that you sent Maurice. You know, because you feel like, oh, I said that to Maurice in private, that she's not supposed to have an issue with it. So then it's like, oh, well, I didn't call you trash. You may not have called her trash, but you definitely called her a trick. So she can be mad at that, Kiawah. So then, you know, it turns into like, oh, you said this, he said, she said, because Kiawah doesn't want to own up to it. She does not want to just say sorry and be a grown woman about it. Now here it is, he's just asking her, okay, well, you see, you know, even with the stuff that's going on between you, does this make you second guess wanting to send Monster to Alabama? And she's like, yes, it does. So then, you know, Kimmi's like, you know, this is so wrong. Maurice interjects. He's like, you know, I have to be between two women just to see my son. Y'all understand how difficult that is. You know, Kimmi's like, this is the exact reason why we have an issue. Kiawah gets to constantly disrespect me, and Maurice has let her for years out of fear that she's going to do this right here. You know what? I decided to change my mind. I don't feel like this is going to happen. And you literally proved everybody's point, like what you did. Now you want to sit there and hesitate and not send your son to go see his dad. And Maurice is sitting there fighting for his son. And Kimmi's like, you know, you have very much said things about me and you don't want to own up to it, because Eva's like, okay, what do you specifically want an apology for? And Kimmi's very much like me. We are very much a principled person. It's just the principle of the fact that you feel like you can say all these things about me, and because it happened 10 years ago, doesn't mean it's supposed to hurt my feelings, or I'm not supposed to feel a type of way about it. Or it very much happened recent. She said, no, you sent a text message. You know, Kiawah definitely was backpedaling and popping, but she was talking about, oh, what are you talking about, 10 years ago? Like, I didn't say anything, you know, oh, was it 10 years ago? You're gonna hold on to that? She was like, no, 2019. Oh, you're talking about the filming? No. Oh, you're talking about the text? Yes, the text, Kiawah, the goddamn text that you said whatever you did about Kimmi. You actually need to apologize for that so y'all can move on, have a very much good co-parenting lifestyle. But because you keep resisting to it and you want to be the petty baby mama, like there's going to be an issue. So now she's like, oh yeah, that text, well, that was recent. So now Kimmi's like, oh, now you remember. Yeah, the recent text. Do you have temporary amnesia, Kiawah? This was like so hard to watch because I wanted to just jump through the screen. Kiawah, you like bitter baby mama. You look like an anteater. You got this Forever 21 dress on. Honestly, you need to sit there and find you a new lifestyle, because she wants to bring up, oh, you know, what if, you know, Zay was saying the things that Kimmi said, oh, that, you know, she doesn't want to be a parent and she doesn't want to start over, like he doesn't want to start over, which is not what Kimmi said. She very much was twisting Kimmi's words, because Kimmi just explained to Maurice, I don't want to be in this alone when you have your son down here, and I'm going to have to start all over and be the single one parenting, because it is very much a two-parent thing. Like, they're going to have to do it together. When Maurice is at work, or like Kimmi has to drop him off or something like that, they're going to have to do that together. But instead, Kiawah likes twisting things to fit the situation that she's made up in her head. She is one of those women who can't differ facts from feeling. Just because you feel this way does not make it true. There needs to be a fact situation. So she feels like Maurice and Kimmi were dating while they were still divorced, still married, because Egypt asked, like, girl, what is the issue? From the outside looking in, it's looking like you still got feelings. She wants to say no. Girl, who are you lying to? Stevie Wonder can see it. And she was like, you know, it's just the dishonesty. So she asked, okay, what about it? And here she brings up, oh, you know, they want to sit there and not own up to saying that, you know, they were together when we were still married. We weren't divorced yet. And the reaction that both Maurice and Kimmi had, I believe them. I do not think that they were still married. But even if they still were, Kiawah, then what? So then what happens when they admit, yeah, you know what, we slept together while y'all married? What does it change? It has nothing to do with the fact that Maurice still needs to be with his son, and that you agree to Monster going down to Alabama. It does not change that. And it does not change the fact that Kimmi can still be a very good stepmom to your child. that's something you just gonna have to work out in therapy. I mean, I suggest Iyanla Van Zant. You're on the OWN network. I'm sure they got her number. They can pass it along. Okay. So then, Maurice is talking about how, Kiawah, no, Kiawah was like, you're not considering my side, all this type of stuff. And then, like, Egypt gets up and she's like, no, Egypt was like, girl, I just want you to be happy. Like, you need to be happy. And when she said that, Kiawah had a visceral reaction. You could tell she was just holding back tears, trying not to cry. That woman has been holding up a lot of pent up stuff. And there's just some people who don't know how to be happy. And I think Kiawah was one of those women. She might be having a lot of baggage and a lot to deal with stuff, but they just choose to hold a chip on their shoulder because they don't know what happiness is and they don't know how to do it. Some people don't know how to be happy. Some people can go through life complaining about everything, making everything negative, being pessimistic, and she's just one of those women. She's not happy in her marriage, so guess what? Maurice and Kimmi don't get to. I, for sure, definitely, at the way she's acting, think that she just got with this man, Zay, because she saw Maurice moved on, and she be damned if he move on with her, find a happy life before she does. So she got with the first nigga who, told her she was pretty, was able to sleep with her and make her feel good for a couple of seconds. That's basically what Kiawah did. And now she realized she got a dude who ain't do nothing, because how do you sleep with a man and have a husband that is okay with you moving to where your ex-husband is, to have him put a roof over your head? Like, how is a man okay with that? So Zay, you need to have a conversation with Kiawah when she get back too, because that was definitely for sure out of line. Egypt sits beside Kiawah and she's like, girl, I'm looking at this. Everybody's from the outside looking in like, do you have people who are very much, trying to work with you? Kimmi is over there yelling at this point, like, girl, I have been trying with you. Maurice has been wanting to take you to court. I've been through this. I've tried to explain to Maurice. I understand Kiawah's side. I have been this single woman who had to deal with, trying to get sole custody, all this type of stuff. And I'm trying to explain to Maurice, you don't have to do that. But she's too goddamn hard-headed to see that I care and I'm on her side. And Kiawah, you honestly could have a really good relationship with Kimmi if you would just stop. And like Egypt says, stop resisting, make this a lot easier. But because you want to make life hard for them, you're just only making life harder for yourself. That's what you're going to do. Because what happens when you go to court? Because you showing up and got the same damn money that Maurice and Kimmi have. So you going to go broke over being petty? Like, that's what you're going to do? So then Egypt was like, girl, is there anything you can apologize for or say sorry for? Here's where I'm ready to go off on Kiawah, because this heifer says, apologize for what? I need to know what I said. So Kimmi's like, you know what? I'm done. Forget it. I'm not going to do this. You know what? She can have it. Even the crowd was like, girl, are you seriously going to keep doing this? The fact that you are still putting up this fight? So Egypt looked at her like, no, we're not going to do this. We're not done. Like, she was like, you have people who are willing, just work with her, just let it go, child. And she was like, all right, if there's anything you own up to, like specifically you can say sorry to. And Kiawah don't back down. She said, and like I said, for what? I'm like, this bitch here, you gonna be one of them women. Okay, I see where this is gonna go. Maurice, you definitely got to take her behind the court for sure. You definitely need to take her to court, because this is not going to get no better. Egypt, all she had to do was chuckle, because she realized, she definitely going to be one of them hoes. That's who you are. She gets up, chuckles, and realized, I've dealt with a woman like you before. Which she admitted when she sat down, she's like, I've had to deal with, my ex-husband and his new woman, and having to figure that whole that situation out. But she's like, y'all need to find peace, because at the end of the day, this only is going to affect Monster. So they ended up cutting for the break, and now Kiawah wants to talk to Maurice like, I never said I was done. But he's like, you're not helping work on the situation. She was like, there's this whole third party stuff. This is not what we need. I'm confused. Third party as in Kimmi, or third party as in the TV show? Because they can't control that they're on the TV show. Or you don't want Kimmi involved, because at the end of the day, regardless, that's his wife. She's going to be involved in that situation. She's going to be helping raising your son. So then she wants to turn it to, Maurice, you really don't want to make it work, because if you did, we talked to me years ago, we would have figured this out. What do you mean? Maurice is like, heck, what are you talking about? I tried to get you and Kimmi to talk. Now she's like, I don't care, okay, whatever, Maurice, like, ooh, Kiawah. And then let me step back and reverse back, because we gotta forget the part where she told Kimmi, that's why you're mad, because I said something about you. That's why you're mad. What do you mean? Like, girl, I get to be mad because you straight up talked about me to other people, and I'm not supposed to be mad about that. Like, Kimmi I swear, you a better woman than me, because I might have jumped up and just clocked that heifer in the face already. For sure. Because the fact that she's like, oh, you like turning on her like she's wrong. Like she doesn't have a reason to be mad. Kimmy's like, you acting like you ain't give me a reason to feel a type of way. And then you want to turn on her like, oh, that's why you mad because I said some things. And then because she don't want to recall on stage what she said. Tell me what I said. You know what you said, Trick. You exactly know what you said. You said text messages, Facebook messages, telling people around Alabama, whatever. You were talking about her. So they end up ending the segment, and Maurice and Kimmi go outside. Kimmy's upset because she's like, nobody can be this hard-headed. Nobody cannot just own up to their stuff like this bad. And Maurice explained to her, like, honey, back when we got into the argument, this is what I was trying to say. It wasn't that I wasn't on your side. I was trying to say, look, I know this woman. She is who she is. You're just a better woman than her. You know how to own up to your stuff. And at this point, we're just going to have to move on and be happy with this situation. Kimmi actually apologized to him. Like, I'm sorry, like, we couldn't fix this. I feel so bad because Kiawah, she need help. Okay? She need help. Girl, you need to get you a new man because the one you got obviously ain't pleasing you. You need to get you a new life, girl. Could you sit there? You want to go over here to Maurice, make their life hell. It's not going to make yourself feel better. You might want to go sit there and find you a Yonla, go find you Jenny Craig, lose you some weight, get some freaking confidence, and stop ragging on Kimmi for wearing a bikini. Go out there and wear you one because you and your anteater looking face ass. You need to sit there and go, like, I swear, Kiawah. Ooh, Jesus, y'all. Let me calm down because I swear, Kiawah go on my blood pressure. I'm gonna have to make me a drink after this review. So y'all, let's get to the ending of the episode of the reunion. Basically, all the other couples came on out. It was kind of, just dull. Basically talking about how Wanda and Martell got into it after she lit his behind up on the internet because she got a little tipsy at the ball game, drank herself a couple of beers, realized she was on live, but went ahead with it. She let everybody know Martell was a hoe, and she needed to quit trying to drag Marsaue down just because he got blasted and got caught with his own dirt. She definitely was right. Martell, you was basically a bitch. That was a bitch nigga move for even sitting there trying to take Marsaue down with you. You just wanted some of the heat to be off you, so you said, I'm gonna throw some stuff out there on him. Don't worry, Marsaue, his day in court gonna come for sure. But the problem was, she apologized. Martell said he accepted it, but I think because Melody was still mad, he had to still be mad. So now, Marsaue actually ended up filing some type of report where Egypt asked, like, okay, who did it? And Marsaue was like, look, I only did it because after the argument between them two, I wanted to make sure things didn't escalate because Martell got a temper. And I absolutely do think he does. From what I saw, he definitely has the capability of doing some stuff out of ignorance and just being mad. So he said Martell called him one day and was like, well, I need you to get apologize, on camera, basically make a video apologizing. And everyone's like, for what? You said you were okay. She apologized, said sorry. Basically, for him, it's like, okay, you said all this stuff to the public, dogged me in public, so you need to apologize, in the public, basically. He was like saying that, other people got into it. The only reason Kimmi and Maurice got involved was because she ended up being tagged and stuff and told Maurice because, Martell, the only thing he does know how to do right is he only, he doesn't like getting in conflicts with women. He prefers to talk to the husbands and stuff, which is understandable. I can respect that. One thing I'll, say you can do okay with. So that's the only reason why they got involved. But ultimately, Melody, her attitude comes from the fact that Tisha and her said they wanted to rebuild their friendship and stuff. And after, Wanda got called out for doing the stuff, Tisha didn't know until the next day. That's what they claimed. Okay, even if that's true, you still should have messaged Melody to see if she was okay, just to apologize. It's just a courtesy call. And Mel is not wrong for wanting that because if you claim to be my friend, like, girl, your mama dogged me out, me and my husband on the internet. Like, the least you could do is say, dang, I'm sorry. Like, she wasn't supposed to do that. I didn't, make her say that or any of these things. But unfortunately, the truth is, Tisha definitely enjoyed watching her mom go in on them because deep down, she still does not like Melody. She's jealous of her and she wants her life. That's all it is. Okay, girl, I can clock you, Tisha. I'll clock you. So Wanda tries to stick up for Tisha like, oh, I'm a grown woman. I say what I say. Why are you getting mad at my daughter? When I'm the one who said it. I'm the one. I said what I said. That's what Miss Wanda said. She claimed everything, but the thing is, Melody and Martell yelling like she's our friend. No, we done so much stuff for them. Remember they was there for them when Marsaue lost her job at the movie theater, y'all. She basically was there for them, and she was like, all she wants from Tisha was to basically say, I'm sorry. I can respect that. Like, Tisha, Like, that is the least you can do is say, like, dang, my mama was like, she wasn't supposed to do that. Was messed up for her. I'll talk to her, you know, that's whatever. But, you know, after that, Egypt kind of gets them to calm down and realize, you know, Miss Wanda, you said you're sorry. It's going to be up to them to accept it or not. I can respect that too, because I'm not one of these people who going to apologize multiple times. Once I say sorry, just because I didn't do it the way you thought I should doesn't mean like my apology isn't genuine. I hate people who do that. Like, sometimes as society, especially when it comes to celebrities and stuff, they apologize for something and y'all want to be mad again. Well, why you apologizing like that? Like, nigga, how does it matter the way I apologize as long as it's genuine and I'm saying something and I'm acknowledging my wrong? You know, that's my apology. So then we basically end with Tisha and Melody, you know, saying sorry to each other and agreeing that, you know, they can move on in their relationship and move forward. And that's where the reunion ends. You guys, this season definitely was an enjoyment. We got the breakout star, Miss Wanda. Y'all definitely tell me what you think about the reunion. The part 2, part 1. Y'all can definitely watch the part 1. I already did that review. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and definitely follow me on Twitter at ggdoll0321, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.